Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? This is SCL0320 representing JVS. So this is my review for the new Jackie Chan film, The Foreigner. I got an advanced screening to see that in DC, and I'm surprised to say I actually really enjoyed it. It was really strange because when I looked at the trailers, I kind of saw like, all right, I could predict where this is going to go. I can predict where this is going to go. But I think one thing that I left out of the equation is Pierce Brosnan's character and his ability to be able to act. In this movie, you've got, of course, you can see it in the trailers that Jackie Chan's character, he's with his daughter, they're in London, she's about to go and something happens to her, and it provokes him to try to make contact with Pierce Brosnan to figure out how these terrorists did this and who they are and give them a name, you know? And Pierce Brosnan's character is a very stubborn and complex character. And they just collide in so many different ways. I think that to Pierce Brosnan's acting ability, he does a really good Irish accent. It's very thick, very heavy. And I just forgot the fact that Pierce Brosnan can act. He's not just, you know, James Bond and like, you know, on those older movies, like he actually can act. The other thing about this film that just off the gate is the fact that Jackie, like I've not seen Jackie, you know, have this kind of fighting style and edge to him since Police Story, or Police Story, the new one or the older ones. I know that in the last Karate Kid movie, when, you know, it was brought up about what happened to his daughter in that one, he had this breakdown. He was just fighting with the vehicle. He was drunk. Like, that was a real emotional beat moment, you know. And throughout this film, you get moments of like exhaustion and just fatigue and just depression all over Jackie Chan. And the other thing about this is that Jackie is 60 plus, and this man, he still got it. Like, some of these action like moments in this one, like, it's not, you know how like you got like some like pan out, pan in, like take like the Taken series for instance. Liam Neeson, he can defend himself. You can tell, you know, he's done like the preliminary trainings and like that. But if you go and compare Liam Neeson to, let's say, Keanu Reeves in the John Wick movies, you can tell a real difference. And it's the same thing with this one and Jackie Chan. Jackie is a vet. And, like, yeah, like, some of the fighting, like, it's kind of on an unbelievable kind of way. But a lot of it's very practical. A lot of it's just, like, just raw talent. And you can see it shine through with his performance in this film, thankfully. Like, and it's really on the edge and on the cut. But the thing about this film, that it doesn't just back behind Jackie's story. It's very much so Pierce Brosnan's story, which that is the thing that kind of intrigued me about this film, because I think if it would have been just a one-liner revenge story, like, you know, it would have been like taken out of the element we've already seen before. Some of the things that Jackie does and the reason why he does stuff is really just to coax, you know, Pierce Brosnan's character. And you get to see Pierce Brosnan get pressed. You know, you get to see all his dirt, all the things that he's done, and, you know, all the things that he has all these different keys and all these different secrets, and Jackie is trying to squeeze them out of him. And by the end of it, everything comes out. Everything comes out. And I think that from that entertainment level, I think that this is something that you could go to the movies and see right now, and you'd have a really good time watching. I'm not saying this is the best film. I'm not even saying this is one of Jackie's best or Pierce Brosnan's best, but them together, they definitely have that chemistry. That edge is definitely there. And, like, there are moments where I'm, like, literally fearing for Jackie. And you notice how I haven't said anything like I normally do. Normally, I talk about, like, the aesthetic of the film, the acting ability. This is not that kind of film. Like, it's not something I'm trying to look for in, like, a Blade Runner-esque, like, kind of film. If I had to go and pick on stuff, then, yeah, I'll go and say that the choreographing and the fight sequences were on key. I think they did a really good job with the filming of those different scenes. Specifically, the wood scenes were really well done. I think the soundtrack had this 80s edge to it, which was really well done and really well placed in different specific moments. Definitely felt like a older Jackie Chan film, like in terms of like the sound aesthetic. There's definitely a lot of violence, a lot of gore. They don't hold back with a lot of the violence, and specifically towards the end, it kind of like got on that level of like the accountant / John Wick level, but it didn't go too grotesque with it. It very much so was a character study of Pierce Brosnan's character, and while he acts very well with it, Jackie definitely brings this interesting nuance to like somebody that's tortured, skilled, but at the same exact time, he's trying to keep his place, you know. And it's really interesting to see the back and forth with that. From a story standpoint, it's very linear. It's definitely something you've seen before, but in terms of like entertainment value and like if you're a Jackie Chan fan, I think you're really gonna actually enjoy this, and I very much so am. And it's glad to actually see Jackie back in a role like this. And you know, I don't think that this is something that's like gonna give him like award worthy, you know, praise or anything like that, but it's definitely something that I won't forget. You know, like there's some films that, you know, like First Strike I won't forget, like, you know, Mr. Nice Guy I'm not gonna forget, like Rumble in the Bronx I'm not gonna forget, and now this one, The Foreigner, I definitely won't forget. And I'm very actually happy that I actually got to see it. So I would give this one in between a 7.5 and 8 out of 10. It's very entertaining. I actually had a really good time with it. Hopefully you guys go and check it out in the movie theaters. It's actually coming out this Friday, and I'll talk to you guys later. Keep it locked. JVS, we ain't gonna stop even though I'm up in this car. Peace, guys.